Hello everyone, Nate here from the 717, and I am bringing you a video on the strategy GoWiPe. GoWiPe stands for golems, wizards, and pekkas, and sometimes you can even throw some witches in there too if you want to put them in the clan castle, if you're a Town Hall 8 or a Town Hall 9 and you just want to do that. I am absolutely terrible at this strategy, mostly because I've never really used it and have only done 2 attacks with it. But right now we are facing a clan in a war called Pekka's Palace. They use GoWiPe for all their attacks, and they are killing, well, almost all their attacks, but they are killing our bases right now. It's pretty bad. So anyways, first we'll just start with this one, and we'll just use all defense replays this time so we don't have to watch me almost fail miserably with this attack. So here we're going to watch Vegeta's defense. And as you can see, he has some traps set up down below that actually launch those hog riders out. And as you'll see in a second, they're going to launch the giants out too with spring traps. And there they go. So anyways, he can't lower the troops, so now he's just going to come in from the top. Typically you would want to spread the golems out more so that the wizards can clean up, and then they're spread out, taking as many, drawing the attention of as many defenses as they possibly can. Then you want to, as soon as you clean up using the wizards, you spread those out behind the golems, and you clean up those outside buildings, which aren't really there on this base just because of the way it's set up. But then after you get those cleaned up, you want to drop in your pekkas and your heroes right behind them. Now he used a jump spell to help get him into the core, which works, and he might have gotten into the core a little soon, but everything's still alive, so that's really okay. And so we'll see as he comes up. His queen's actually doing a lot of work right now, and she's just gonna keep going around and nailing everything. I think most of his almost all of his wizards are dead except for that one on the outside. He has one golem left. Actually, now it's 2 golemites. But they are able to draw the attention of the defenses enough so that the queen's able to still stand in there and get some more percentage. And he's just cleaning up some more percentage at the bottom, and this raid's basically over. Alright, so now to watch my defense replay. No. Alright, now to watch my defense replay. And this was their #1 guy that attacked me. If it wants to do it. There we go. Okay, so he's not even going to bother trying to lure my troops. He just dropped both of his golems right there, which normally you don't want to bunch your golems up, but they ended up, I believe, going in separate directions anyways, so that turned out alright. So he's just using some of his wizards to clean up the outside ones, but he dropped his pekkas a little earlier than I would have, because you risk them going around the outside. You don't want them to go around the outside, you want them to get into the middle of the base. And right here, he's just lucky that none of his wizards got caught in any of those giant bomb blasts, because that really helped. And then he just was able to send a clan castle full of them inside, and that's really what wrecked my base the most. And I'm actually really surprised they didn't get caught up with the clan castle troops, especially since I have a witch in there. Witches are pretty deadly against pekkas because pekkas don't attack very quick. I think they attack like once every second and a half or 2 seconds, something like that. They do take a really long time to attack. But either way, he just completely wrecked my base, and he ends up with an 80% 2-star, and he still has a lot of his wizards alive right now, which in most attacks you will not get that lucky, because a lot of times if there are giant bombs on the outside, or even just the defenses, if they're not targeting one of the golems, will take out the wizards. So you don't normally expect to have this many wizards alive. He had almost all of them left by the time he got through the core. And that's very uncommon. Usually by the time you get to the core, you have, your pekkas and your golems and your heroes, because those are the high health units. And that's why you use the golems, because the golems at level 2 have like 5,000 hit points. And pekkas have almost as many. So you basically, it's just a tanking strategy where you have high health point and then you send in your high damage units too, as well as your heroes. So those are both Town Hall 9s using it. Keep hitting that again. My bad. Alright, so now we're going to go watch a Town Hall 8 use GoWiPe. So for this, he used 2 golems and then 2 pekkas, 15 wizards. He took 10 wall breakers and then a couple other barbs and archers. He actually didn't bring 3 spells, which I found really surprising, and I'll tell you where he messes up on this raid soon, aside from wasting the wall breakers right there. He really should have brought maybe a hog or a balloon instead, because then he could have lured the clan castle troops out easier. And he also probably could have brought either lightning or another rage. The lightning would have helped a lot to take out the clan castle troops when he got them bunched together. And the rage would have just helped when he gets inside the base. But he's about to take this out. So we'll speed through this a little bit and then we'll go over to where the main attack's going to happen. Alright, so the main attack's going to happen from up here, which is fine. This base is really symmetrical, so you can really attack from any side. He sends both of his golems in on that cannon, which he really should have spread them out a little more. But now he's out of wall breakers. He has no more wall breakers to get through any other walls, and he still has two layers of walls and what would really take probably about 6 wall breakers because of that other compartment setup. So, and he bunched all of his wizards together right here, so he got lucky that they didn't stumble onto a giant bomb where those 3 are headed right now. And also, he doesn't clear out all the structures, so when he drops his pekkas and even his king, they all head over here to the elixir storage instead of into the base following the golems, which is where you want the pekkas to be. So right now, there's Pekkas and the King are just doing all sorts of damage on the outside of the base, while the archers are actually cleaning up right behind it. So we did get a little lucky there, and as you can see, there are what two or three wizards left there who are about to get killed, and I don't think there's any on the other side. So yeah, his wizards are gone. That was a really poorly placed rage spell. He really should have placed that a little better so that it would have lasted longer on his troops, but he didn't, and that's his problem, not ours. That might have actually been the difference between him possibly getting 3 stars as opposed to 2. He also ran out of time because he took way too long with the lore. And so as you can see, he actually did get lucky, and a Pekka did go in and is taking out the town hall. And there's also a golem in there, and that's why the Pekka's not getting hit at all. And as you can see, even though that's a level 1 Tesla, it's still doing a good bit of damage to that Pekka. And if you didn't know, Teslas do 1.5 damage to Pekka, and that's why you want to upgrade your Teslas. I don't care if they take long. I don't care if they are expensive. You got to upgrade those just solely because of the purposes of GoWiPe and even other strategies. They're really strong against because they attack fast and they have a high damage per second. So anyway, it's just an overview of this strategy and what you want to, how you want to drop your troops. Since I didn't really talk about that much when I was going over that, you want to either, if you're not going to break open your walls first, if you can't get to them because of defenses, you want to drop your golems and then drop your wall breakers behind them, making sure they're not going to get hit by a mortar blast. So you want to pop open the walls. You want to spread out your wizards so that they take out the surrounding buildings, and then once you have a clear path to the inside of the base following your golems, you want to drop your pekkas and your king and queen right behind them. And using spells, you want to just use those as you feel like you need them. If you're Town Hall 9, I would take 1 jump spell, 2 rage, and a lightning to use on the clan castle troops, and then the jump to just get to the core of the base, since you probably won't carry enough wall breakers to bust that many walls. So this is a very strong strategy to use, and you can even attack up a town hall level with it. If you're a Town Hall 8, you could attack a Town Hall 9. If you're a Town Hall 9, you could attack a Town Hall 10 if you felt comfortable. I wouldn't attack a Town Hall 10 that has single target Infernos, because those will take out your pekkas in a matter of seconds, as opposed to multi, it'll take a very long time for them to take out a pekka. So yeah, that's pretty much it from the like a broad overview of the GoWiPe strategy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys.